Greetings, friends. Father Scott here to wish you a happy sixth Sunday of Easter. Father Joseph and I just finished celebrating Mass, and my hope is that by now you've had a chance to pray with us online or in whatever way that you guys have seen best in these days. Just a few updates, really. Of course, you know that public Masses will be available again starting tomorrow, Monday, May 18th. And so we'll begin that with our regular weekday Mass schedule. So 7:15 at St. Mary's from Monday until Saturday, 8:15 at St. Aug's from Tuesday until Friday, and again at St. Mary's, our noon Mass from Monday until Friday. We'll follow each of the morning Masses, so the 7:15 and 8:15 Masses, with an hour of adoration. So you can plan if you want to stop by for that. Again, all of these worship activities within the church will be limited to 10 people. And so for the sake of Masses, we're asking that you call into the offices or email the offices in order to reserve a spot for those Masses. We're going to ask that you just reserve one spot per week at this time, with the hopes that soon we can start expanding on that capacity number. Maybe something more like 20 or 30 or 30% at some point is our hope. So continue praying there. Like many of you, I feel like we've been in the starting blocks. I feel like this has been something where we've had to be very agile and respond to the changing schedules. And I know that that's rather exhausting, right? It's hard to keep up all the time, and oftentimes to get our hopes up only to be disappointed or even to have anxiety about going back at all. That tug of the heart where we really want to go back, but maybe it's not in the best interest right now for the health of the family or whatever other demands are placed on you and your family in these times. But just ask that you can receive that gift that Christ promises to give this Sunday, the gift of the Advocate, the gift of the Holy Spirit. And really to that end, my hope in these next couple weeks, these 2 weeks in which we prepare for Pentecost, I'll be connecting with you on a more regular basis just to examine more fully who the Holy Spirit is in our lives, and the gifts that He wants to give to us. I think a little bit like the Holy Spirit can be like that neighbor that was down the street that wasn't all that visible, maybe a little bit more below the radar, a little hidden in some ways, but always seemed to have the right tool to assist us when we were doing something outside, or always there to lend a hand at just the right moment. The Holy Spirit knows our needs, and so often He just wants us to invite Him and ask Him for that assistance. Come, Holy Spirit, is a beautiful, just a small prayer we can offer just spontaneously. Send your grace, send your care, send your protection, send your peace. Help Jesus Christ be manifest in me. And so this is our prayer, right? That like St. Paul or St. Peter said, sanctify Christ as Lord in your hearts. And this work of sanctification is the work of the Holy Spirit. So we'll, in these days, talk a little bit more about the Holy Spirit. I ask that you just choose one of the 7 gifts. So wisdom, understanding, counsel, fortitude, knowledge, piety, fear of the Lord, that you would choose one of these gifts of the Holy Spirit and really prepare your heart to receive that gift on Pentecost. So wherever you are, whatever needs you have, let's ask the Holy Spirit in particular for a gift, okay? So let's plan to do that, and again, we'll be checking in with you. Maybe one final plea would be for you to check out Father Doug's a beautiful reflection on the Holy Spirit. It's really our final installment of our Family Faith Formation series that we did for the first time this year. And so Father Doug is a beautiful capstone to this year, and it's a beautiful reflection on the gift of the Holy Spirit. So please check our YouTube channel out, and let's continue asking for open hearts for that gift of the Holy Spirit.